Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Remember the book? This is my idea book for all of my 12 by 12 patterns. And this week we are doing one from Natasha at Treasure Books. It's a very simple little pocket. I will be doing some alterations, however, because again, most of my journals are 6x9s, half sheet, what we call half sheet journals. And most of the people that I know and that I watch also use that size as a general. So this, as folded with a 12 by 12, does not work real well in our journals. If you put it this way over a page, try and find, well, we'll use this. This way over the page, or 11 inches fold out. So this 6 inches and it doesn't fit unless you move it out some and then do it as a tab, which is an option. It does fit this way as an over the top, but barely. It's 5 1/4 from side to side, 6 inches long. So in a journal, let me pull this back over. So this is a page that I know is full size. Show you what I mean. So if we put the pockets coming in from the side all the way up against the spine, you can see there's a 1/2 inch gap. And like I said, you can glue that down as a tab if you wanted to, and then you'd have a side pocket here, a side pocket here, and a built-in tab. That's an option. You could also put it over the top of your page. And you can see it just barely fits. You've got just a little bit of wiggle room, but not a whole heck of a lot. You get like a 1/4 inch, and that's it. Because again, this is 5 1/4. Our paper is 5 1/2. So for me, I'm going to do some trimming. Number one, so that it fits in a standard half sheet journal. But I'm also going to show you how to use a paper like this, you know, that has images down on the bottom. How to use it in this capacity. So this is it. 12 by 12, scored, cut, fold, glue, 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 glue. It bends around, folds over your page. Pretty darn simple. The only thing that's going to make it challenging is the trimming it so that it fits. So for me, I'm going to take I want 2 inches off in total. So on the next one, we'll change that just a smidge. Right, so then this is 10. Okay. I'm like, wait, what did I just do? So then we're going to score down this side, all the way down. We're going to score and score, and then here's where things fold up. Get my scoreboard out too. Okay, so we're going to score this at where's my feather? My good scoring tool. The one I like. This way. So make sure your edges are good. So you're going to score at 5 inches. It's interesting because it didn't cut. My page must not have been exactly 12. Because, okay. And then you're going to flip it. And you're going to go in 3.5. And in 3.5. 1, 2, 3. So at 8.5. 3.5 and 8.5. Okay. Let's set that aside for a moment because I'm going to go ahead and cut this one so that I can get it off my desk. This one I'm going to cut 1 inch all the way around. So 1 inch off of each side. Sorry, little seagull. What this is going to do is it's going to narrow, because this one's going to be over the top of the page. So by cutting 1 inch off of each side, it makes it narrower to fit across the top of the page. Oh, I'm going to lose the lighthouse too. Nope, I'm going to take another inch off this thing. Rather lose the sailboat and a sequel than to lose the lighthouse. So I'm going to need 1 inch off the top. Okay. And then this, I'm going to score this way. Because again, what I'm doing is I'm making this so it hangs over the edge. So I want this to be this part. So here's my center score. Like, where'd my scoring tool go? So 5. Turn. 3.5. And 6.5 on this one. I'm going to go back 1 inch because I cut 1 inch off. So 2.5. Sorry. And 7.5. I think that should still work. Do have a line there, but put these off out of the way, hopefully without them falling. Find my scissors. Okay, so here's where we're at. Here's the center line. Here's the score lines going up and down. So I need to cut right here and right here. Oh, I might lose the part of the lighthouse anyway. Okay, so I'm cutting from the side up, from the side up, now you're going to come in here and you're going to fold these so that this edge is even with that score line. Same here. You could do this with a lightweight paper, which is what I used for my sample. This is a heavier weight scrapbook paper. It doesn't have to be heavyweight. It just gives you a more substantial pocket. And again, I'm using up my 12 by 12 paper pads. So, yeah, see, I lost part of the lighthouse there. You can glue each of these down in their entirety, or you can trim them down if you want to reduce the bulk. That is entirely up to you. Where's my spreader? My spreader slash burnisher. Here and here. Okay. Then these fold over. Oh, see, I should have done those. Should have done them a little closer together, because these are not going to cross each other. That's what I get for not doing a prototype first. So my score lines should have just been a little further in. Which, let's see. I can fix if I can get these up before the glue dries. So let's bring these in just a smidge on both sides. Trim that a little more. And then this one, let's bring this in again, just about a 1/4 inch is all I'm doing on both sides. Okay. We're going to re-fold these. Up to, but not crossing that fold line, otherwise you're going to butt up against it and it's not going to want to fold. Need some more glue in here. This is how we fix our boo-boos, especially when we create our boo-boos on the fly. Put that one down. Put this one down. I'm going to lose a little bit more, even more of the lighthouse. Okay. Now when these fold in, they crisscross each other. and then it folds back on itself. Okay, so let's glue these pockets. Okay, so see, and I ended up with a way overlap that anyway. So I'm going to put some glue on this side and then on this side. Glue those down. This side. This side. We're going to open this end up and run some glue. Also want to put some glue right here where the flaps cross. And open this up, run some glue along that bottom edge. Fold it back on itself. I'll show you the difference between a full 12 by 12 and a 10 by 10. See how much smaller it is? So this fits much more easily over the top of the page. You got room over here and you got room over at the spine. So it's not butting up against anything. You can do it as a clip-on, and then you have your back that you could decorate. Or just leave it, or glue it in. Okay, so that one's an uppy-downy. This one will be a crissy-crossy. So this one is still 12 across, but it's 10. I mean, it's still 12 up and down. It's 10 side to side. No, 10 up and down, 12 side to side. Okay. Again, here's the score line. You're going to take this and fold it up to, but not crossing, that score line. Burnish that down. Come over here, try to match that point, and again, up to, but not crossing. Come over here, up to, but not crossing. I will say this is much easier to do with the thinner scrapbook paper. It's a little challenging with the thickness. Fold that over. Fold that over. Fold this one over. Fold this one over. And double check. Is anything hanging up in here? Nope. Okay. Let's get some gluage done. sake of the video, we're going to use Fabrifix. It dries faster, grabs faster, doesn't dry faster, it grabs faster than a glue stick does. There's that. Should have something that looks like this, like a weird and wonky hourglass. So here you're going to go across the bottom. I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to go all the way across the bottom. So what that's going to do is going to seal this envelope, or this bottom, down. And then I'm going to put some glue here. And some glue here. There's already glue here. That will grab that edge. Right there. And then it glues them all, seals up all the edges. Spin this around. Glue past the first score line over to the second. Pull this down. Put some glue here. And some glue over here. Get her squished down. Hold it back on itself. And there you go. You have another set of pockets. Now, doing it, only taking 2 inches off one edge. You can still go this way. Remember, it's still 5 1/4 because we only cut the one edge down. So if you did this, you're going to butt up against your spine and or your edge out here, or you can bring it out just a little bit, bring it even to the edge, and that gives you a little bit of room down here, over here on the spine. But if you wanted to go sideways with it, see, it buys you space. I don't know how well you can see that over here. It ends, you've got a 1/2 inch from the edge of your paper to your spine. And when you put this in, again, same as the uppy downy, you could clip it and have it be removable, so you'd have writing surface on the insides here. You could glue it on 3 sides and have this a pocket also, so then you'd have a pocket here as well as a pocket here. Grab this. You'd have a pocket here as well as a pocket here. You could glue it just on the bottom, and then you'd have a tuck. You can glue one side and leave the other side as a flippy flappy with some writing surface. I realize you can't see over there. Have a writing surface. This flips out while this one is glued down. Lots of possibilities. Lots of possibilities. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time staying in view. I'm not zoomed, so I don't know what the deal is. All right, so let's go with one that is mini. So again, let me get my chopper out. You see the difference in size even in those two? They're the same width this way, because I cut off the sides, but there's a 1/4 inch on each side. So this one's a 1/2 inch wider than this one total. You can see the difference there. So if you've got something like this one where the image is on the bottom and it would be upside down or sideways, to go this way, I would say cut 1 inch all the way around so that way it fits as an over-the-top one. Just 2 inches off of that one. Right. No. You score down the long side first. Keep losing my scoring tool. At 5-inch. Turn 3.5. Turn it this way. 3.5. We're just going to do this one more on camera, and then I'll do the rest off, because I think, so this is the 12-inch, so you're going to score on the length. So this is 10, this is 12. You're going to score a 10-inch in half, so it's straight down the 5. Spin 3.5 and 8.5. 10, 9, 8, 7.5. Right? Is that right? 11, 10, 9. No, 8.5. 3.5, 8.5. And you're going to cut that center score line just to this 3.5-inch scores. And that's where you fold your triangles. On all 4 sides. Now, if you are wanting to ink these, you would want to do it at this point before everything gets gluing down. I am going to trim these. Just reduce in bulk. That's all I'm doing. And then I end up with these cute little triangles that I can use for pockets. Okay. We're going to glue these down. I don't know if you guys can hear my fans. I've got both my fans going in here. I'm having like some serious hot flashes tonight. Burnish that down. So yeah, I've got my little fan going on to my right, my big fan going to the left, and I'm in the middle. Score that, burnish that I mean. keeps sliding off camera. He said, I don't understand why I'm in the same spot. So I don't understand why I'm having so much trouble staying in frame. All right, let's fold that up, turn, fold, fold that back on itself. You're going to have one side where the hearts are facing the right way and one side where they're upside down. But if you put it sideways on the page, they're both upside down. So it's kind of created equal. Or if you go from on the left-hand side of the page, they're upright and they're up. So they'd be up this way and up that way. So this way, if you wanted your hearts to be facing the right way, you would put it on a left-hand pocket. Again, doing that, putting some glue on the edge there, pulling that over, glue that down. This side. I'm like, which way am I going? Do you want your pockets to face the same way? I mean, I would anyway. Guess you don't have to. I mean, they're going to be separate. They're going to be on opposite sides of the page. So, I mean, if they don't line up, what difference does it make? So again, if you come from the side, if you're coming in from the right, this is going to be right side up, but when you flip it over, I was thinking that backwards. So coming in from the right, they're right side up, right side up. If you come in from the left, right side up. Oh. Okay, doesn't matter which side you come in from. They're both upright. You come in from the top. Again, you just got to remember this is still 5 1/4, so it's going to be a tight fit if you're coming in from the top. Okay. All right, so with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I will get the rest of these ones done up, get them in, have them ready for the thumbnail, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye!